I really like sitting in my kayak. I like it a lot. In fact, I think I like it more than most people reasonably do. I like it so much that in 2013, I decided to do the MR340. It kicked my butt. And honestly, I didn't really like kayaking so much after that. My utter disdain for the kayak and the river didn't last long. Inside of a week, I was planning on coming back. And in 2015, that's exactly what I did. Except for this time, it was going to be more fun. At least, that's what I thought at the time. That may not have been entirely realistic.
All right, everybody, make sure you start getting ready. We're starting here in about 3 minutes. About 3 minutes.
The MR340 is so named because it's on the Missouri River and it's 340 miles. It's the longest non-stop canoe and kayak race in the world. It's not a float trip, it's tough. In order to continue on, you have to make certain checkpoints. In order to make those checkpoints, you gotta paddle, and you gotta paddle hard. If you say it's easy, then you're either A, a liar, or B, tougher than me. There are two types of racers out there, supported and unsupported. If you can finagle it, supported is definitely the way to go. It essentially means that somebody with a car is following you around and meeting at certain checkpoints. Apart from having a ride at the end, you don't have to carry as much stuff, which is nice, because then you don't have to push as much stuff through the river. They can also set up a place to sleep, and sometimes can be a morale booster. Sometimes. Alrighty, well, left Lexington. Got a hot dog on a stick while I was there. My ground crew didn't make it, or at least they didn't find me. So I got enough Gatorades and yeah, so I'll just keep going to Waverly. Hopefully we'll go from there. It's hot though. It's supposed to be 99 degrees today, and I feel every bit of that 99 degrees. That evening I cooled off, and I was looking forward to paddling through the night. Thought it would be fun. Boy, was I wrong. Alrighty, MR340 day 2. It's the morning time, and I'm about 3 miles away from a little sleep deprived. 3 miles away from Glasgow. So last night was pretty terrible. Thunderstorm. Should have stayed in Miami. My mom had a hotel room in close to Miami. She said you should sleep in the hotel room close to Miami. I said no, I want to keep going. And then got caught in a thunderstorm. Ended up pulling up side of the bank after only going about 10 miles, and spent about 3 hours there huddled underneath a poncho in the mud, trying to get some sleep, but being largely unsuccessful. So spirits are a little low right now, but that's all right. It's a beautiful day, and hopefully things will go better soon. All right. In order to do the MR340, you need a boat. Here we've got my sweet ride for the MR340, my Necky kayak. I have a pretty fast boat, but a fast boat isn't everything. There are all different kinds of shapes and sizes of boats in the MR340, and I've been passed by them all. For that matter, I'm pretty old, but I've certainly been passed by people older than me. I'm pretty fat. I've certainly been passed by people fatter than me. Bottom line is, don't think you're going to show up with a fast boat and think this is going to be easy. You're going to be humbled, and you're going to need stuff. Here we got some of our stuff. Got the deck bag.
reaching around, you can't get anything that's not on top of your bag or sitting on your lap, so that'll come in handy. I got some lighting. I'm going to be traveling at night, so hopefully that'll come in handy. U.S. Coast Guard approved. Got a GPS machine, whistle for emergencies. Last year I did it, the ShamWow came in awfully handy. It's allowed me to kind of clean myself up, and then when I got too hot, I'd dunk it in the water and cool myself off. Got my paddles, life jacket, paddle leash, pretty important. Tend to fall asleep when you spend that much time on the water, so having something that will keep your paddle with you is worth something. First aid kit just for emergencies. Spray skirt. Don't imagine that I'm going to use it, but if it starts raining heavily, I might. And probably the most important thing is some Thermarest old trail sleeves to keep my bum cushy along the way. 80 hours is a long time to send in the boat. So hopefully this will be most everything that I need. Anyway, back to the race. Alright, it is morning on day 3 of the MR340. Feeling pretty good right now. Got the first sleep that I had in real sleep, the first time since the race began. So got 6 hours last night in Jeff City, which was fantastic. And so yeah, I believe in Jeff City the river's a little slower than it is in other places, but just keep paddling on. So yeah, I'll check in later. And you know what? Day 3 was a lot better. I was having fun. Alright, here we have the lovely town of Washington. Day, let's see, about number 3 of the MR340. Paddled just about 300 miles, got another 40 to go. It's about 7 at night, so try to bang this out by the end of the night. Probably show up sometime 2-3 a.m. But you know, I'm feeling pretty good. It's been a pretty good day. Can't complain. So, alrighty. When I saw that blue light flash in St. Charles 340 miles later, I was ready to be done. But I also still love kayaking, and I knew I wanted to come back. What was the difference between 2013 and 2015? Honestly, I think it was just preparation. In 2013, I hadn't been in my boat in 6 months. 2015, I knew what to expect. And while I didn't train like I should, I at least got out and paddled once a week. I think it made all the difference. Hey! But the best advice I got finishing the MR340, I got from my son. Oh, thanks.